I performed a series of usability tests on the StubHub ticket sales website. I asked a total of 6 different questions to 5 different users that allowed me to get a better understanding on how StubHub users navigate throughout the site, search for specific tickets, and how many different ways there are to get to the same page on the website itself. My usability testers were ages 75, 51, 23, 22, and 19. So I had a variety of different age groups, which I thought would be a good idea to show how many different ages can use the website. I individually sat down with each one of my test subjects and observed the different ways they searched for the questions I asked. On the StubHub site, there are a couple different ways to find what you're looking for. At the very top, from left to right, you have the StubHub logo that is linked to the main page, a tab that says Find Events, a search bar, Sell Tickets, My Tickets, and Sign In. Underneath the search bar, there are 2 drop-down menus that allow you to add your location for an event and the dates you're looking for. The body of the main page shows what events are near you if you allow StubHub to use your location. At the very bottom of the page, you can select what country, and to the right of that, they have basic information buttons about the company. The main purpose of this usability test was to see how users navigate throughout the site while searching for specific tickets and pages I asked them to find. When I asked them each individual question, I observed what they clicked on first and how they got to where they needed to go. Now I'm going to explain why I asked each of the 6 questions and how the users responded to them. The first question was, find tickets to a Golden State Warriors basketball game. I asked this question to see what was the first and main way users searched for tickets. The first thing all 5 of my users did was select the main search bar and type in what they were looking for. All of them found it on the very first try. The second question, find a J. Cole concert in Texas, was to see if users would use the location bar during their search. 3 of my users typed in something along the lines of J. Cole concert in Texas in the main search bar and found what they were looking for. My other 2 users went to the location bar first and typed in Texas, then went to the search bar and typed in J. Cole. So according to my findings, users would rather just type in everything in one search bar. So for this question, only 2 out of the 5 users did what I wanted them to do, which was use the location bar before using the search bar. The third question was, without using the search bar, find out when and where comedian Chris Rock performs in Indianapolis. This question was asked to see what users thought about not using the search bar and to see if they could navigate through the site without one. When I first said without using the search bar, most all of my users froze and had to think how to navigate through the site. This told me that their first instinct was to use the search bar. All of my users still were able to find what they were looking for, and they went about it 2 different ways. They selected comedy under Find Events and then changed the location. Both ways were the same, just in different order. But as soon as you select the right event and location, Chris Rock events were right under the middle of the screen, so all users saw it right away. The fourth question was, without using the search bar, go to the sports section and locate the Extreme Sports ticket page. This question was asked to see if users could find the list of specific events under what category they were looking for. For this question, everyone did the right thing by selecting sports, but I had to give hints to 3 users to scroll to the page from top to bottom to find the answer. All of them eventually scrolled to the very bottom and found it. The purpose of this question was to see if users even knew about the list of different sports pages you can choose at the bottom of the page. My fifth question was, let's pretend you're planning a trip to Australia and you want to see a Justin Bieber concert during your stay. Find out how many concerts are available in Australia. This question was to see how users reacted to searching for concerts in different countries. There are 2 different ways to go about finding this question. At the very bottom of every page, there's a button where you can select what country the concert is in that you're searching for. 1 of 5 users found this button. This didn't surprise me because the button is located at the very bottom of the page where no one can see it. The second way to find concerts in other countries is to type in what country or city you're looking for in the location bar. This option makes sense, but at first I didn't know you could actually do this. And 4 out of the 5 users selected this option. The last question I asked was to see how users felt about the search bar. I wanted to see how much they actually relied on it to find what they were looking for. 3 out of 5 thought that if they couldn't use a search bar on StubHub, that they would have some difficulties while searching for specific events. After performing this usability test on StubHub, I think they could do a little bit better job of designing their site so it's easier to navigate and find exactly what you're looking for. I think the header has a lot of wasted space. They could add a lot of things to it. For example, the select country button can be added, and I feel like the lists on each individual page for each event can be a drop down menu on the header. And also, I think another good thing to add would be a back button. All my users had to either click the StubHub logo to go back home, and I just think that a back button would be easier. Another thing I would do is just completely redesign the header. I feel like there's an easier way for users to find certain tickets without using the search bar.